Wow, that was a beautiful way to start the morning. Excuse the noise, there's a load of cyclists going past. Oh, that was such a wonderful, and I wasn't expecting it at all. I knew there was going to be fog, but then I've seen fog forecast before and it's not materialised. Excuse me scratching, the midges still seem to be out. It's really muggy. Once I'd finished up there, and I didn't want to talk to you when I was up there because I thought it's just heaven being there and watching the sunrise and the mist and the fog rolling in. So I finished up there and I thought, right, where can I go? I know I'll go down to Padley. Down into Padley, no mist. It's bizarre. So I've come back up to Surprise View and there's a patch of silver birch. And the fog is still lying, the sun is trying to break through, and we're getting, every now and then, it's flipping busy out on that road, a little bit of light on these silver birch. And I've picked 2 birch which are here, and I can see the midges in front of me. Oh, there's one upright, one curving to the right, and one half a trunk posting out to the left. It is very close to the tree at the right hand side, but if I move, I'm losing the shape of the curve. Oh, and I have got my spikes on today. Yeah, that's really not going to work. Let's go down here because it's a bit spongy, to say the least. Yeah, that's still not really working. The closer I get, the further out I have to zoom. But I love the shapes that it was making. I can probably get away with that. I'm going to have a bit of cloning to do on the right hand side. I've got lots of negative space on the left. I think that works. I'm focusing on the tree trunks and I'm trying to get a bit more space above it, but as I tilt up I'm also having to turn to the left slightly, and the ground is smothered. I have never seen so many spider's webs in my life. It's amazing. I'm going to try and get some shots of them. They're so intricate. Oh, right, anyway, I digress. Let's get on to this. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of cloning to do on that. But I think that kind of works. Going to be very negative space heavy to the left hand side of the image. Yeah, and I believe we're picking up some of the spider webs. It's absolutely amazing. Now, the sun has just decided to take a dip. I don't think that works. No, it doesn't work in portrait orientation. And all I'm after from here is one image. Just one, and I will be happy. Thought I ought to get my eye in for when autumn arrives. And it is starting. Some of these birch, the leaves are just beginning to change right on the ends. Because it's been a very strange summer. I quite like that. The group behind it I quite like as well. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's five of them there. But they haven't got as much of the silver bark showing. Right, I'm going to carry on wandering around. I'm going to have a go at some of these spider webs. Some are just massed. It's like they've been having a party. And others are beautiful, delicate works of art. They're amazing. I don't like spiders, but I do like the byproducts of them. Right, oh, before I forget, yes, I'm at, what am I at? I'm at f7.1, 1/160th of a second. I could increase that. If I go f3.5, I'm getting a nice blurry background simply because we've got mist, and I am having to time my shots to when there's no cars going past, because that really doesn't add to the image at all. I'm on white balance 6250 because it's very cool. There's a cool feel to the atmosphere. 3-second timer, because even though I've got my spikes in, I want to make sure that there's no risk of camera movement at all. Had to put my jacket back on, and I don't think I'm going to be out here a lot longer because the midges are biting something wicked. I found a couple of beautiful cobwebs, and I'm having to shoot them into the light so they're getting backlit. If you try to shoot them with the light coming from behind you, so the light's going onto them, they just disappear. There's a beautiful one just here. I've no idea, he's a proper acrobat, this spider. It's caught on the side of the silver birch here, and then there's a single or maybe a double thread that goes out to this very spindly one. Oh, I can see the midges. Oh, and that's beautiful. And then that one I really like. This one I'm not so sure of. There's one just hanging on the edge of a tree here, and I do like it, but I just can't get a comfortable composition with it. I've got to be high up, otherwise it disappears. And that's quite a fair trick, but if I get too high up, then I get this curved branching, which I really don't want because that kind of spoils it. I'm hand holding with the 70 to 200. I've got the VR turned on. I'm at f5 to give me an even shallower depth of field, blurring out the background even more. And I'm at 1/320th of a second. Oh, 1/300th of a second even. Let's just see if I can get that one to focus. This is when focus peaking really does come into its own. I don't mind having the tree branch in it. That's it. I wait for everything to go green. 1/300th of a second. Not quite enough darkness behind it, so I come back a little further. I've now got a really nice dark clump of heather behind it. Refocus. Now, but then I'm getting the branch across the top, maybe doing it. And according to focus peaking, pretty much everything is in focus there. Yeah, might be able to do a little bit of darkening of the shadows in post, but this one's worked a treat. Again, I've had to stay high. I'd like to have gone low, but the minute you go low, you get a foggy background, and yeah, I don't think you'll pick that out. Oh, it is. Oh, it is doing. Crikey Moses. Let's zoom out a little bit. And I'm just keeping... Yeah, it's not as effective as when you've got a dark background. And I thought I liked the portrait orientation one, but actually I prefer landscape with the single thread coming out to the right hand side of the frame with a nice dark background. That really pops. That's so beautiful. I'm shooting, well, now I've zoomed into 200. I can feel the midges crawling on my hands. Now I think I prefer the image with a little bit more space. Oh, hours of endless fun. Almost as good as long exposures. The mist isn't lifting quite yet, so I'm going to have another mooch and see if we can do something more with the trees. I couldn't stay out there any longer. I was getting eaten alive. I wasn't expecting midges to be about still in such abundance, and I should have put my smidge on. I wanted at least one image that I was happy with. I think I've got it, fingers crossed, but I don't think it's the image that I went out to get. I didn't come out this morning with any intention of going to Mantor. I wanted to shoot woodland with the fog. But I'm really glad I did go to Mantor. And I'm just parked at the edge of the road, so it's going to get really noisy when the cars come past. It's better. I've got one image of some trees, which as soon as I saw it, I went, the dancers. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. So I'll pop the few up that I got. I'm hoping I got more than one. Maybe I'm being a bit optimistic. And that's it. That's been quite a morning. I've done more uphill and down dale walking today than you can shake a stick at. And I think I've brought at least 3 spiders home in my back who are going to get evacuated when I get home. So thanks for coming along. Sorry it's been a bit hither, thither and everywhere. Not my usual stuff, but it's good to have a change. Have a great week. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.